Josh and Caleb.
Hello guys, welcome to the news desk. I'm your host Josh. No, but really, we will be reviewing Hot Take, the Depp Heard trial movie that is on Tubi, which is a free movie site. A few things to get out of the way. I have seen the Netflix series Depp Heard. But I want to save that because I'm planning on doing a trial video, Depp versus Heard trial, everything you need to know, which the docu-series would be a good ending to that. So I think I'm going to save my thoughts on the Netflix series for now, push that to its own video, because I've had family members ask, friends ask, because I watched every day of the trial. So there's a lot of people who are unsure what YouTubers to watch, what the actual timeline of events was, and I feel like, that would be a cool video to make because I watched every day, so my knowledge would be a little bit more than just the random person that just checks out the Netflix series. So I might do that. Leave a comment if you guys would be interested in that. I thought about doing it right after the trial, but I kind of just wanted to take everything in and not, you know. But a year has passed. I feel like that's a video I want to do, but that might be pushed to next year because it's going to take some research. But yeah, so that's just an explanation on why I'm not doing a review on the Netflix series, even though I have seen it. Want to save that for a long video in the future. And, okay, so let's jump in. Hot Take, the Depp Heard trial movie, which I didn't really know about, until I saw the Netflix series. I'm like, what else is there? And I completely forgot that there was a movie made of just a few months after the trial. Let's just get right into the pros and cons of the movie. The pros are the actors are really good. Mark Hepka as Johnny Depp and Megan Davis as Amber. I thought both did a great job. Mark nails Johnny's mannerisms a little more. Megan's just kind of doing her own take. There are some instances where she does nail it a little better, but sometimes you feel like she's just being herself. Maybe that's just me. Uh, they're both really likable in the role. even, yes, even Amber. Uh, for the most part, they show both sides very well, and that's better than leaning towards one side. The cons are very low budget, so if you're expecting some highly produced movie, this is not that. So, uh, it does take away sometimes, but you know, I enjoy it. Not all of the lawyers are present, or the teams. Not all of the teams are present, and we're missing like Benchu, Rottenborn. Of course, there's a lawyer sent by Jai. I don't know if that's Benchu or not. It looks nothing like. They also add characters, like they add this paralegal that uh has several scenes with Amber. As far as I know, that was not a person. So, I mean, it's a movie, so you can add stuff. But anyway, just my thoughts. Let's see. Oh, more pros. They both talk to the camera, like fourth wall breaking, and all of the audio that was actually said was used. Very accurate on that aspect. Okay, I think that's the pros and cons. Uh, so the movie starts where their relationship started with the rum diary on the set of that. Uh, Basically just in the trailer. Uh, and like a table area that's supposed to reflect that. So if you're looking for like behind the scenes on the rum diary, you're not going to get that. But I, it is a scene that works to uh, how they met, how their relationship started. So in that aspect, it does work. Uh, they did. I feel like Mark. They tried a little bit more with him. His tattoos are accurate. His hairstyle is accurate. With Megan, there are times where she does look a lot like Amber, but then there's times, she just looks like herself, I would imagine. Uh, so, kind of go through, uh, these, yeah, the rum diary, then they go to the wedding and skip right to the divorce, and then the rest of the movie kind of, you know, picks and chooses different things. Like the first incident with Johnny's Wano Forever tattoo. Uh, and they show both sides. It starts with Amber, uh, on the stand, and then it's a flashback to what she says happened, and then Johnny looks at the camera, fourth wall break. I enjoyed that aspect of the movie. I felt like it added a whole bunch to a movie that's very low budget. So then Johnny looks at the camera and says, "No, that's what happened, not what happened." And then it shows his side. So I appreciate showing both sides. And that is a great scene. Then the cabinet video, text with Paul Bettany, once in my life premiere, with the scars, Amber. Uh, then there's a good scene with Johnny's chauffeur. Uh, they added, like, there's several scenes with Amber and their paralegal, and then there's some scenes with Johnny and his chauffeur. As far as the paralegal, she could have been a real person. I don't remember seeing her at the trial. And Johnny obviously had a chauffeur, so those scenes could have happened, but I don't know if they really did. I feel like they just added them for depth to give the movie, something else, kind of like the fourth wall outside of, just the courtroom. So I felt those scenes added some stuff. I enjoyed those scenes. Uh, then Dr. Curry, I can't even read my own writing. Oh, scene with the paralegal. Then there's a funny scene talking about Amber's ex-wife, how Johnny was jealous, and they use this painting saying he was going to light it on fire, and he's holding this lighter up against it, and he's like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I do that? You know, he turns to the camera, fourth wall break. That's a good scene. Uh, let's see. Uh, the the knife that was a gift from Amber. They talk about that. Then they talk about the audio tapes, the bathroom door incident, and Amber saying she was hitting him. Then it all builds up to Australia, which probably if you know nothing about the trial, I'm sure most of you know about Australia, and that's done very well. They start with Amber's account of what happened, and then it goes to Johnny's. Both were done very well. Uh, and then with the bottle, they slow time down, and his finger gets cut off there. Uh, and they show all that. That is all done so well. And it's when Tom slows down, he looks at the camera, and that's a great scene. Fourth wall and everything. Uh, let's see. Then Amber's birthday party. I think we all know about that. The poop gets in the bed. Then there's another scene with the paralegal and Amber, which leads to a scene with the paralegal and Camille Vasquez, which, could have happened, yes. But I think they just wanted to add that scene in. Uh, then, we get the verdict at the end, and it ends with how do we know who was telling the truth? Kind of letting you, as the audience member, come to your own conclusion, which I like. Uh, I'll give my thoughts, if I ever do a trial video on who I believe is in fact innocent and who was telling the truth. We'll talk about that if I do in fact do that video. They did leave some stuff out. 'Cause it was an hour and a half. It could have been a lot longer. Uh, they left out the incident at Penthouse 3, James Corden, the Tokyo, the backless dress at the Mordecai premiere, and the staircase incident. So they didn't cover everything, but I feel like they did a good job overall. So that is my thoughts on Hot Take, the Depp Heard Trial movie. Definitely leave a comment if you have seen it, or if you've seen the Netflix series. Leave your comments down below. If you want me to do a trial video, I will get probably take a few months, but I feel like with the knowledge I have, uh, that might be a good video. Uh, so there we go. That's my thoughts on that, and that's going to do it. I'm Josh. More videos coming as always. Until then, if I don't see you out thrifting or at Walt Disney World, I will see you at the movies. Bye.